Guys, today, we chillin'.
NERDSoul. Living our best life.
Yo, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing in StreetGeek and NERDSoul today. We're chilling, hanging out, doing some specials. To my right, my esteemed colleague.
Yeah. To the right now.
Yeah, because to the right today.
To the right.
Dope beat producer, extraordinaire, ARCKATRON.
What's going on, people? What's going on, YouTube world? What's going on, whoever else world? You know what I'm saying? It's your world.
It's your world.
It's your world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who I got to my left now?
NERDSoul, holding it down like our player do. Big shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, out there doing their thing, holding it down, loving the Marvel films, because today we talking about that SDCC.
We good over here?
Yeah, we good. Marvel Phase 4 news that dropped at Comic-Con. What you want to start? You want to just go straight through the show? We can talk about. Want to talk about Black Widow first? You want to get that out of the way?
You want to do it in order, like order of shows, or you want to do the shows first, or you want to do the movies first, or all together?
Let's do the shows first.
The TV, Disney
TV
Plus?
shows.
Okay.
Yeah, so Disney Plus, and I guess maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We can talk about that a little too.
What are we talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for? They ain't done yet.
Well, I mean, we still got some news.
I guess, yeah, because it's
little
closing
bit of
up
news.
shop. So
Yeah,
I guess
you know.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. closing up shop. Is it bittersweet for you, or are you like,
Nah,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready for it to end. I mean, I've watched it since the beginning.
Yeah.
Season 4 was the best season, in my opinion, with Ghost Rider and the LMDs.
Yeah.
Other than that, season 5 was like, okay. And then they had it called, the episode was called The End, and it didn't end. There was another season, now with Coulson as Sarge. And, now we're just going to go through that now. We're going to see how that ends. There's one more episode, or a double episode, next Friday, and that's it. And then there's another season 7, and that's it. 13 episodes, and they're done. They already shot it. They're already done with the season. It's a wrap. And I hope they end. Now they know they're ending. So I think it's gonna end on a it doesn't end on a sour note.
And I think they'll have some finality to the show. Like,
yes, finality.
We won't be hanging. We won't be hanging or nothing like that. Yeah. And for a show that I've been, you guys know, up and down on, it's time. It's time to move on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah,
definitely. They're gonna kill Coulson twice. And this Sarge guy don't look like he gonna make it to the end either, so we're gonna see about that.
Sarge took an L, son.
Yeah, Sarge don't look like he gonna make it in the end.
Yeah.
We got the power, but we gonna see about that.
True. So, all right, we got that show out of the way. Disney Plus got some shows.
Yeah.
They got, in what they're doing, I like what they're doing here, and I guess they were waiting. This is definitely like, they're like, yo, we are involved in the MCU. This ain't gonna be
They made it a point to kind of say that, like, Scarlet Witch is gonna be in Doctor Strange too.
Yep.
She coming back on stage, y'all.
Yep.
So to tie it all in, which is, I like that, because I feel they didn't want to do that when it was Netflix, because it's not their home.
Yeah.
It was like we lend these characters out to y'all, but it ain't that Ralph though.
Nah.
It ain't that Marvel though. It ain't that full Marvel treatment. It ain't that Disney Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now you got WandaVision. We know we got Loki, but I don't think they really talked about Loki at all.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they said it's from the events in Endgame. When he disappeared, where he went. So we'll go through those adventures.
Cool. Because he sure enough did dip.
Yeah, he dipped off.
He took that cube and was like,
Peace, y'all. So it's those adventures.
All right, word. I'm down with that.
Adventures, like where to get himself into.
The craziness of Loki,
where did Loki go?
That's why he always got that joint. Like even with Thanos in Infinity War, he was like, I know. Thor was like, yo man, it was destroyed. It's gone. It don't exist. And Loki was like, well, actually,
here it is, Thanos. My bad.
So
I lifted this one before we left.
Yeah, don't worry about all that.
Yeah. Thor, don't worry about that. We got this. I got this. And also, we have a Hulk.
Yeah.
No, that's what he said. Like when he
every now and
It
then
didn't work though. He got tossed up, but
Yo, Hulk got man.
he got
Yo,
smashed
Hulk
up.
got beat so bad. Yo, dude turned to like religion or something after that joint. Like,
Yeah. He had to merge his consciousness together. He had to merge it all together
he
because
was
like,
like,
yo,
he was like, I'm out.
I can't do this by myself.
I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
I'm finished.
So we have the Loki show. We have the Hawkeye show too,
Yeah.
introducing Kate Bishop into the
Yes.
MCU, which is
Which-
kind of cool.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be real fun because it'll throw that father-daughter sort of vibe in there,
Yeah.
and you'll see.
Wait. I don't really know. Like, I'm not who Kate Bishop is. She has no relation to Hawkeye, right?
No,
Because the reason why I say that is because remember in Endgame, and he was teaching
Oh,
his daughter
yeah,
to shoot. And
yeah,
he's like,
true.
oh, something Hawkeye, whatever. So I'm thinking maybe his daughter might be in it too. Maybe something. Like
I wonder
maybe
if
she's not
that's
old enough now, but maybe.
because, and let us know in the comments because I'm like, I don't think they're gonna weave that into. I don't know if he called her Kate in the movie. I don't think he did.
I don't know what her name is, but what I'm saying is they can still bring her in because I'm trying to think how it could all work. Because she was snapped away, so she's still that age.
Yeah.
So she's still young, but what I'm saying is that like he could teach Kate and Kate could teach her. Maybe Hawkeye, something happens to Hawkeye and he's not around no more. So maybe Kate could teach her. I mean, like kind of like keeping on with still some in relation to Hawkeye in some kind of way.
And that's a show that I think will be a lot of fun to display, at least from the perspective of like, yo, I'm aging, I gotta pass this stuff on. Because we haven't really seen that yet. So I'm like, well, at least not in the MCU. Sorry.
Yeah, well, a person's still alive to do it, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because Tony Stark could have did that with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And, like now even though we're skipping ahead, I was gonna mention the Jane Foster.
True.
So that's something it seems like something gonna be passed down, or I don't know how that's gonna work, but it's Taika Waititi. He's gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure it out. I'm not worried about that movie. That seems like it's gonna be fun. That comes some kind of love triangle.
Yeah, I'm not like.
That seems fun.
I feel like he's got a good handle on what he wants to do with Thor.
Definitely.
But getting into the weirder stuff, WandaVision.
Yeah.
Like, yo, WandaVision should be kind of cool.
Yeah, because
and leading into, well, I guess we'll
the last
wait
time
for a
we
second.
see Vision, he's not alive. So how are they going to bring him back? Because really, she has the power to bring him back if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because remember, she was born, in this world, in this universe, from an Infinity Stone. Think about it. It activated her powers.
True.
So she has the power of an Infinity Stone. She can bring him back to life.
Maybe that's how we come into the show.
Yeah,
it's her
I
like
think it's kind of like
reviving him.
What's that like? It's almost like on some Matrix stuff where like Neo like helped Trinity back to life.
Yeah, when he grabbed her heart or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, come on, baby, come back to life. She has the power.
Come on, boo, come on.
It's like he had the power to do it. So I think it's gonna be something like that.
All right.
What else? We have another show.
And the fact that goes straight into Doctor Strange is perfect, man.
And also Tiana Paris is a part of it.
Yeah.
Playing Monica Rambeau.
Monica
the
Rambeau.
daughter that we saw in Captain Marvel.
And for all of my comic book heads, since Monica is now in the MCU, technically, and y'all can check me if I'm wrong, Captain Marvel isn't the strongest character in the MCU no more.
Rambeau is?
Rambeau should be, but let me know where her power set.
Yeah, I don't know, like, where did she derive her power from?
Her power is, like, essentially like kind of manipulating just matter.
But how did she get her powers? I'm at. Is it some kind of cosmic thing, or
how
is
did
it
she
a
get her
cosmic
powers?
thing?
I can't remember that.
But my thing is this: where does that tie into with WandaVision? That's the part I'm like, how does that tie into? So I don't know. So that's gonna be that one's probably the most interesting one out of all of them. That's like I can't see how they're gonna. Part of it I can't see how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, and MCU is killing it with the mystery because they have so many threads they can pull from.
Yeah, that one I didn't see coming. I thought like that would be maybe a part of a Captain Marvel saga, but maybe that might be tied into Captain Marvel too.
Yeah.
Like they're introducing her in another series, but eventually she's gonna be in the movies. And Tiana Paris in the movie, I'm all for that.
Because they're gonna be crossing a lot of
I'm
people.
all for that.
Yeah.
Tiana Paris in the movie, I'm all for that.
No comment.
She's a good actor. I just say that.
No comment. So you got that on the TV side.
No, what is one more? There's a What If show too.
Oh yeah.
You want to count
Now,
that too, yeah.
The What If show is something that I think we can have like a week-to-week fun kind of thing if they do it that way.
Yeah.
Because you could play back small moments in the MCU and just basically have fun. I mean, you guys remember What If comics? I think that could be like a crazy thing of the week kind of situation.
I agree.
And it'd just be a fun show to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and wait for the MCU to say, hey, we can be lighthearted about our own stuff.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
But on the movie side,
Is that all the shows? Did we ain't miss nothing?
I think that's all the shows. If we miss the show, we'll circle back later.
Yeah, okay.
On the movie side, Black Widow.
Black Widow, first one out the gate.
Yeah.
Phase 4. Let's do it. Let's go. People have been waiting on this movie for a long time. I think it's a little too late, but whatever. We'll see how it goes.
I think it's late too. I think we should have had a Black Widow movie either A, after Avengers, or B, after Civil War. I think that was her peak times of being popular.
I would say even after Winter Soldier. Because remember, she was in that movie. That's like the first time we get to see her outside of
Yeah, Winter
Avengers
Soldier would have been a good time too.
As they're developing their character and like her and Steve's relationship.
Yeah.
That'd be a good time to kind of see, what she's up to.
Yeah, and not to say that it's not going to be good. Like we assume it's going to be good, or at least a certain level of quality, because
They said
because
it's set
just
in between Civil War and Infinity War. That's the time set.
All right, cool.
So like, okay,
So
like,
that's pretty cool to see kind of like what she did at that time.
yeah.
And it'll be a prequel to a certain degree. Yeah, well, actually, it will be a prequel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
it
will be
won't-
the first prequel, I think.
Yeah, and, unless somehow they figure a way to get her out of the Soul Stone, or like, revive her, I think it's gonna have to be a prequel.
Yeah.
And even if they do a Black Widow 2, maybe they can revive her. They had the clone, they can do all kinds of stuff to revive the namesake.
Yeah.
Or maybe something she passes down, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe there was someone she was tutoring during that time.
Word.
That could be the next Black Widow or the next like secret agent or whatever.
Word.
Next spy.
Yeah, and to see the life that she led or the people around her, well, because all of this stuff is like spreading out the world further. Like WandaVision is going to get us into weirder things because we're going to be going into the movie, the Multiverse. So that
The madness of the multiverse.
Yeah.
That sounds madness already.
And then talking about like the horror side, so that's going to be cool. And then with this, we're going to be seeing more of probably like the Hydra, the sword, the spy kind of stuff that goes on. So all of this continues to broaden what the MCU is, and it's like, wow, like all this stuff is going on at one time. It's crazy the threads they have to pull on.
After Civil War, she was kind of on the wrong side of the thing. Remember, she helped Steve Rogers get away, so she was doing that. She was on the run. So maybe like I don't know how they're gonna do it, but it's gonna be very interesting. Like for me, I'm interested. Even with the characters, they have David Harbour from Stranger Things. They have
got your boy
Rachel Weisz from the Mummy series and everything.
Yeah.
They have a couple new people that I've never even seen their face before. So that should be interesting. I always like new faces. And then they have one other person, I'm forgetting. Somebody else. I can't remember.
Yeah. But
should be
spy
interesting.
stuff, I'm definitely into. They said that. Well, I heard that the footage. Big shout out to Clement Bryant and Dan Jedi Time saying for hitting me up and giving me a good idea of the footage that we got in the trailer, which we should be seeing soon-ish.
Yeah. I saw some stuff from other things. It wasn't much. I saw it. It wasn't much. It was like some older clips and they kind of mix it all together. Some new stuff, but not like giving away too much.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I heard that the kind of choreography was on point, so I really want this to work because I'm feeling like, we both said it's kind of too late for her popularity. like you know how you had to strike when the iron's hot, and I don't feel like the iron's hot anymore because she passed.
I disagree.
Okay, all right.
Because she never got a ceremony. They can do that now.
Because they didn't have a body. So yeah,
they can have a memorial or something for her. They can close out her storyline.
Word.
They can even do 2 or 3 movies and close out the storyline. They can even go further back they can go backwards now in time.
Yeah, because they could always
they can go
say Black Widow comes out.
They can go pre-Avengers.
Yeah, because say Black Widow comes out and crushes it, like it makes like $1 billion or whatever.
Yeah.
They could always be like, well, hey, we could always say 5-10 years from now go back and do something.
They already did a movie going back with Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
they can do it.
So you know what?
As the other movies go forward, they can go backwards. You know.
You got me.
They don't have to go forward. You know.
Okay.
Just kind of drop you in on some like Rogue One, like something that just supplements what's already going on in the world that we know of.
Okay. All right. Cool. Because you got.
You know what they can even do? Remember, she said Winter Soldier shot her. Her encounter with Winter Soldier back then.
Oh yeah.
Brings Sebastian Stan back as Winter Soldier in that era.
Yeah, because she talked about having an encounter with him before.
Yep.
And it didn't go too well.
Yeah. So you can do pre-Winter Soldier. Or Avengers, like what she did before all that. Which people thought that's what they're gonna do, but we don't know what they're doing. We don't really know what they're gonna do.
We know Taskmaster is somehow involved,
flashbacks,
but he doesn't have to be the main villain. You know what I'm saying?
They can do flashbacks. They can do all kinds of stuff. So
technically, he could just be like someone the main villain hires or something like that. So yeah, there's so many open threads and possibilities that I really dig about this.
I agree.
But moving on from that, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yes. What that even mean? I don't know.
Just that name is cool.
Maddening right now. I don't know what that's going to be.
Just that name alone is cool. The idea of like maybe Dormammu again,
Mordo's hanging around somewhere.
Mordo is still, and we don't know if Mordo got snapped or not. And big shout out to Megan Salinas on AfterBuzz and all that stuff. She's awesome, and she was telling me like, well, what if he didn't get snapped? And seeing the world through those 5 years, maybe his perception changed, and maybe he's not killing anymore, or
he didn't really kill nobody. He just took his power away.
I thought he killed that dude.
He took his power away, so he's paralyzed again.
All right, cool.
He didn't kill nobody.
Okay,
we didn't see him kill nobody.
I thought he went.
Nope. He just took his sorcery away.
Okay.
He said there's too many sorcerers in the world.
Now, or maybe he did get snapped, and he comes back, and he's like, he doubles down because he's like, this is why magic doesn't need to be. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, the snap could play it, but he's still out there. You know what I'm saying?
He's not dead.
On top of Dormammu and any type of other, entities that, Doctor Strange deals with.
Dormammu might not come back because he made a bargain with him.
Well, true, yeah. He kind of was like, all right, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't want that smoke.
He was like, all right, I got it.
He didn't want the Doctor Strange smoke.
It was funny like even the end of that movie is funny because he's like, he's like, hold up. What are you doing? He's like, oh, I got you in the time loop. We can do this over and over.
We can do this all day. That's basically that was his, we can do this all day. That's his cap. We can
do this all day.
We got all the eternity to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna just rewind you over and over.
Stop that. What are you doing?
Because he showed up. He was like, what's going on?
Because he's like, I just repeated myself. Wait, hold up.
Did I say this?
Did I say this already?
So
it's so funny. Every way that Dormammu killed him was
because he killed him like 10 different times.
Benedict Cumberbatch actually did the voice for Dormammu.
Oh, word!
He did double duty.
Word. And seeing like the visuals from that, I just love the visual trippiness. And Multiverse of Madness, I'm ready. I'm ready for all that.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna probably bring like Mephisto or like all kinds of like
any of those,
devilish characters. Because it sounds like it's gonna be a horror flick mixed with Inception, mixed with Marvel.
And then with Scarlet Witch's powers, who knows?
Yeah, because she might be involved by then.
Yeah.
By that period.
Yeah, because who knows how her powers may.
Because you've seen from Infinity War to Endgame, her power set is
Yeah, she kind of leveled up.
Well, because again, she has nothing to lose. She
Yeah.
lost Vision. She like, you done killed my man. He like, I don't even know you. Well, you gonna know me.
You gonna know me now.
today. You gonna learn today. That's basically what she said to him. You gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today.
So that was cool.
So but I guess with that said, since we already touched on WandaVision, I'll back up to more the earlier part, which is Eternals, which is I think going to be our entryway into mutants and the X-Men.
You think so? Now I never heard that. Elaborate more on this one, my friend. Elaborate, please.
Well,
Never heard that one before.
Eternals are in the lineage of kind of like humans that were modified and essentially messed with by Celestials. You know, you got Eternals, you got Deviants, and then you got kind of like, mutants from, down the line and everything. I think it's a good way. But
they're
I'll
on,
pause
they're,
the
they're
show
on
to
Earth,
say,
right?
Yeah.
So they're just hiding in plain sight?
Well,
or where have they been?
They're supposed to be protecting Earth.
They haven't did a good job because Thanos came and like wiped out half the universe. So where they been at?
Which is something that I'm wondering when this is set.
You think it's set in the future?
I wonder, because I mean we never know. But I will say this: my boy Paperboy Brian Tyree Henry is up in the MCU. That's right, Paperboy, all about the Paperboy.
Salma Hayek is in it too.
Yo, man, that cast is John blazing. Like that whole cast is a flex that Marvel got money. Marvel like we got money.
The whole like basically the whole when at the end where like they announced something big. We're gonna talk about that. No spoilers. And then the whole cast take the picture. Like the whole Marvel Phase 4 take the picture. I'm like, that's just too much money on that stage. they just flex. They are the master of the flex.
Yo,
Marvel flex. Marvel flex ain't like no other flex.
He be trying to say that I be flexing. Nah, man. Marvel has probably one of the most recognizable, I guess, phases. I guess in all phases, but they're the only ones doing things. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, wow, like, you guys, like Angelina Jolie, she ain't coming
Angelina
cheap.
Jolie too, yeah.
Salma Hayek, she ain't cheap. You got
Paperboy.
You got Paperboy. His stock is rising. You got people like dude that plays Hopper from Stranger Things. His stock is rising. David Harbour. You got then all the returning cast.
Jeffrey Wright,
who's the Watcher, who I'm like straight.
Yeah, that should be
The
dope.
funny thing is, I don't think I would have ever casted him as the Watcher, but now that he's been cast as the Watcher,
That's an animated show, right? That's not a live action show. That's an animated
What,
show.
the Watcher?
No, the What If show, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it was an animated show.
But now that he's cast as the Watcher, whether it's live action or not, because I'm pretty sure he'll be the live action version of the Watcher for whatever they do on the moon or whatever. Sure. But now that they cast him, I'm like, wow, I'm really down with that. Like, he just has that very wisdom look. Like, like Jeffrey Wright just looks like he knows things.
Yeah.
And if you know the Watcher, super duper powerful, but he's supposed to not get involved.
Intervene. Yeah, he doesn't intervene.
But there's times when he has nudged things along, if you will.
Yeah.
Like even sort of semi-recently with Nova, which that's something that could be that the Nova Corps. I mean, we already know about the Nova Corps, but Nova himself could be brought. Or herself, they could always flip it.
Yeah, true. They could always flip it.
And so like Eternals is something that I'm super psyched for, just because I'm like, yo, they spending some money. Like
when did they not spend money?
Well, it's just I guess it's more apparent now because they're in their stride now. Like now they're just running victory laps now.
Oh yeah.
Like ever since like the beginning of Phase 3, they've been sort of running victory laps.
Yeah. I think like they did that with. I think
they really strutting that.
Phase 3, I think, started with Guardians 2, or was it?
I think
Guardians 2, Ragnarok, Civil War. Like maybe Civil War started off.
Yeah, maybe. But you guys know but just rambling. of like when it might have started. Ever since then, whenever it was, they've just been running victory laps.
Yeah, I think once Civil War became a thing, like it was set up for Infinity War and Endgame. Once that worked, because that's the Russo brothers' second movie, it was over. So they were already doing Infinity War, writing it in Endgame. So they were like, oh, we on our way now.
Oh, and shout out to old boy over there with the USA Dream Team jersey.
Wow, what jersey you got? What
number 10. Who was number 10? Like Chris Miller or something? I can't remember.
I think that was.
But
number 10, I think was.
Shouts out to the Dream Team, 1992.
I want to say Tim Hardy, but was Tim Hardy on the team? I don't know. For some reason I want to say Tim Hardy, but TMT wasn't on the team. No.
Oh man,
that's super rando. I didn't see what jersey it is.
But we got that. We got Eternals that came out, and I was just like blown away by the cast because I'm like, yo, this is sick. Yeah. But man, it's all right. Wow. In all of the movies, we're like, okay, so we gotta know what's going on.
Yeah.
And they even like throwing back references. And then we get the Shang-Chi joint, The Legend of the Ten Rings, which is a throwback to Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
So
and the real Mandarin is going to be in this one.
Yeah, the real Mandarin, and also the Ten Rings, the organization, and I'm just like, yo, straight up, I'm down for some like what is it? Into the Badlands. They have the show on Cinemax. I cannot think of the name of it right now, but I'm down for some like kung fu action. I'm definitely down.
Yeah, because Netflix tried it with one series that we're not going to talk about, and it didn't work. Because how he getting hit so much if he's supposed to be fighting a dragon and beating a dragon? How, Sway? How?
All right.
Can somebody explain that to me?
We're going to pause for Iron Fist real quick.
No, don't say his name. No, don't say that. We don't mention that name on the show.
It's messed up because it took them so long to get to that Luke Cage season 2 or season 3 moment where I was like, this is how he should have been. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're right, season 2. It's season 2, Luke Cage.
He was in season 2 or was he in season 3?
There's no Luke Cage season 3.
Oh, sorry, season 2, sorry. I'm thinking of Punisher, sorry.
Punisher
season 2.
Okay.
Daredevil, sorry.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
Luke Cage season 2, I'm like, this is the dude. This is the guy that we should have had. This is the relationship.
It took him 3 series to do it. Think about it. It was his own series, Defenders.
You know what? If the series weren't so spread out, maybe people wouldn't have been as mad because they would have saw his growth quicker.
No, that first season was trash. It was trash. There's too much boardroom scenes.
Yeah, and it wasn't interesting enough.
Nope.
You know what? I think if they would have brought in the Hands involvement earlier, maybe that stuff could have been more interesting, but it just, that boardroom stuff. And don't get me wrong, power struggles over a company can be very interesting. They just didn't really nail it.
Yeah, the story we didn't need that.
Yeah.
There should have been way more Kung Lung and stuff like that. And the Hand coming in a little earlier. Yeah, I agree with that. But like the way that they did it was like, nah, that ain't it, fam. That ain't it.
But season 2 with Davos, I was down with.
Yeah, Sir Davos, as I call him.
But by then, we were kind of already. By then, we was kind of already off your boy.
Yeah. Season 2 was way better. A much better approach. I think they just got it right this time, but it was too late.
It was too late. Yeah, way too late.
I like him better. I only like him better. I only like him when he teams up with people. Like Iron Fist and Luke Cage in Defenders was the perfect Iron Fist that we wanted. When he had some people around him, it was a way better character. But back to Say Phase 4. We didn't even talk about Iron Fist.
Yeah.
You can cut that out.
Shang-Chi, down with it. I want to see kung fu action at the highest level.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with anything.
Give me the best choreography and like the illest hits. And I want to see some like Ip Man / you know what I'm saying, like the Raid type level stuff. And like then I'm ready.
That should be fun.
I'm ready for that. Give me all them fights. And then that also could also kind of lead into some Black Widow-y type stuff because you got those secret organizations. So you still, once again, we're like spreading and like kind of like expanding what this world is because, you know, the world is more than just New York.
They're filling in the blanks. They're filling they're filling the universal blanks.
Yeah.
What we're missing in this world.
So
And just adding it, and then Black Widow can show up in Shang-Chi 2 or whatever, or even in this movie. We don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to show up where. If they have more crossover like that, it's over.
Yeah, because we were talking offline one time. I was like, that's what I would do with the MCU now. We're so known. Now we can just do cool crossovers for the rest of kind of like how Wu-Tang did their albums. Like, this is a Jizza album, but everybody's there. You know what I'm saying? In some sort
Early
or
Wu-Tang.
So
Early Wu-Tang.
Early Wu-Tang, sorry. Early Wu-Tang. So, like, for instance, you know, this movie might be a Black Widow movie, but you never know. You know, Cap or a younger Cap or Falcon might be in there for just 5 minutes of the movie. You know, or someone else might be in for just 10 minutes of the movie. You know, like that type of stuff. And why not?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
They could show up. Or Nick Fury.
Yeah, or Nick slide in. You know,
somebody gonna show up. I gotta say this. Somebody gonna show up.
Yeah.
It's not a standalone movie. Yeah. Somebody gonna show up.
So that's gonna be straight future flavor. So got Shang-Chi, we got Eternals, straight dope. And there's nothing on this slate that I was like mad about. And then they're like, yo, don't forget, we got your boy Thor.
Oh yeah,
Don't forget about Thor.
So Thor 4 is a rare thing in the Marvel Universe because there's no fourth movie out of any of the big three.
True.
This is the first time the big three gets it. But Thor had a resurgence with the last Thor, which is like his first Thor movie.
True.
It felt like it, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like he was having more fun. Even him, the character, and him as an actor was having more fun with the character and like playing around with it, especially having Taika Waititi as the with the helm.
Kind of brought a fresh take on it. You know what I'm saying? So just the Love and Thunder, just the name of it, the way they did the title, blazing, and going for the Jane Foster Thor is something.
Did not see that coming at all. I did not see Natalie Portman coming back at all. No. Even though she was in Endgame, I was like, I wouldn't even think she would be, because she actually had, there was, in the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
So it's like, she didn't just like, use lend her voice or anything. She was actually there. So I'm like, that's interesting. I did never see that coming at all.
Because the perception was that she said she was done.
Well, because she was disgruntled because Patty Jenkins had Thor 2 originally, but there was creative differences, so she left the project. And
she did Wonder Woman.
And then she did Wonder Woman. But I mean, that's years later. But I'm talking about Thor: The Dark West 2013.
Yeah, you're right.
So Patty Jenkins left the project, and when she left the project, Natalie Portman was like, I ain't going back for reshoots. Bye, y'all. We done. So there was a sour taste left.
Yeah.
So I guess they somehow reconciled. Kevin Feige probably got on her like, yo, we're gonna pay you $20 million to be in this movie. And she's like, oh word, I'll be there. Tell me where to sign. She was on the E40. Tell me where to go. She was on the E40. Where to go?
And then took some of that money and sprinkled you, baby.
Sprinkle. Yeah. So it's not just that, but I think like that needed to happen because him just dismissing like, oh yeah, we were together and we're not together now. Like that just seemed like a dismissal. So this will be more explanation and her actually can speak for herself, and that's what I wanted. So I'm glad there's like if this is the last Thor, I'm glad that they're bringing all the characters in his world back to Thor.
True.
The new characters and the old.
Now I will say this. I was wondering if Valkyrie was going to get some love because I was like, yo.
What kind of way?
I was thinking she was primed to be the next Thor, or the next worthy one. You know what I'm saying? But I was like,
again, we don't know what's happening.
Well, yeah, that's true. We don't know how this is going to play out.
We can't speculate really nothing. Like we got to see.
Yeah, we don't know how this is going to play out.
We got to see the first trailer or like the first something. You know what I mean? Like we don't know what they're going to do because for real, they can just team up. She has the power of Asgard.
True.
She could be worthy. She's worthy too.
Yeah.
Is she not?
Yeah.
Especially now since she's kind of like reconciled. Like, yeah, I'm a drunk, but now I want to fight for good.
Now. I'm the queen of Asgard.
No, king of Asgard.
Oh, right.
Don't switch it. And the king needs a queen.
Yes, true.
Because as we know from Valkyrie, she
do her thing.
She do her thing. And we got that hint from Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Because she was talking about her woman who got killed by Hela. Yeah. So
Hela had smoke for everybody.
It was woven in there already about her sexuality, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it because
Hella has smoke for everybody.
Tessa Thompson is the perfect person to do that because her own lifestyle.
Yeah.
That works. It works for me.
So it works for her.
And I'm with it. I'm with it, whatever. If it's a love triangle, if you know what I mean, because there's 3 of them, I'm fine with all that too.
We good with all that.
We'll keep it PC, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know.
Okay?
But
as I like to say, we gonna see.
So, what movies are we missing? Are we missing any movies?
We're missing one at the end.
What? Oh,
we missing the vampire, the Daywalker.
Well, is there another scheduled movie that we missed? Before we get into your boy Mahershala Ali.
If I had my phone, I would do it. Where's your phone? Get your phone.
All right,
you got a phone.
We'll see what else
you got internet on there?
But with that said, we do have the news of Blade.
The way he posted, he's like, yeah, we got one more person to come out. Mahershala, you can come out? Oh wait, but your hat is a little different than ours.
Yeah.
What kind of hat you got there, bro? And he put the hat on, like, oh, this man's Blade. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's
so
like,
that was news. Cottonmouth. Well, actually, Cottonmouth goes from Prowler. It's Cottonmouth, Prowler, Blade. That's because he's been in the Marvel Universe twice already.
Yeah, but he hasn't been in the MCU. So
technically, he has if you go Luke Cage.
Well,
MCU, still MCU. Cottonmouth.
Yeah, but Kevin Feige has always made it vaguely clear that, like, yeah, they can reference us, but we don't reference them.
But they did reference something in Endgame.
What's up?
Jarvis. That guy was a character from
Agent Carter. ABC. But see, that was from ABC. That won't Netflix.
Okay.
But yeah, we got all the movies, but we are forgetting Loki. We saw. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Sam Wilson now taking up the mantle of being Captain America, and Winter Soldier just being there as a support cast, I guess.
I like this because you're
like a buddy cop movie.
Yeah, that's why I like this.
It's like 48 hours, another 48 hours. It's Cop Out, whatever.
Rush Hour. Like Beverly Hills Cop, something like that.
Beverly Hills Cop, yeah. With him, Judge Reinhold.
Tango and Cash, Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon, definitely Lethal Weapon, yeah.
Because I love their dynamic.
Their dynamic is classic. They had the
because it was kind of like when they were trying to like compete a little bit. It's like Captain America, you have the friend you grew up with, and then your friend from college. It's like
it's an interesting
they're both your friend, but they know two different versions of you.
Yeah, and they're kind of not adversarial, but they're like, who's trying to win him over?
No, I'm his friend. I'm his friend.
But I was his friend first.
But I'm his friend now.
So it's a very interesting dynamic. They have this interesting dynamic off the screen. Like when they do interviews and everything, they always pair them up together because they're hilarious. They're like a comedy duo, So to see them like now have their own show, that's just genius from Marvel. Good job, good on you.
And them knowing when you look at this all these different things that we talked about, you got a situation where Marvel is doing a great job of having something for everyone.
Yeah.
You like weird stuff? Multiverse of Madness. You want spy stuff? We got Black Widow. Or Eternals.
Even spy stuff, but like spy stuff and others. Got Winter Soldier and that could be something like that too because there's no shield anymore, really, is there?
Yeah, so we don't know
there is,
how
but it's not a shield.
We don't know how their show is going to play out. Will it be more military style or will it be more shield style? We don't know how that's going. So they got something for everybody, which is a great thing. Yeah. Which is like, yo man, I'm so ready. Like and then Blade opens up the door to connect with Doctor Strange and also give us a whole bunch of supernatural stuff that we never had before.
Man,
hopefully voodoo, not brother voodoo, just voodoo.
Yeah, I'm glad. You mean Dr. Voodoo or just voodoo? Like with Brother Daniel or like stuff like that? That voodoo?
Just voodoo.
The reason why I know I play Marvel Contest of Champions. Holla at my crew, holla at my alliance, holla. But I'm thinking that like Blade, it opens up that part, but see the problem with Blade in the vampire section, they're doing a Morbius movie right now. Sony, that is. Because we ain't
worrying about them.
No, but they own that character, so that's a character they can't use in Blade. So it's like
they'll make up a new character.
Yeah, as long as it's not like Deacon Frost and that kind of stuff. I mean, I have no problem with Deacon Frost, but it was interesting.
I don't know what church he went to.
Interesting church.
It ain't a good
choice, but Yeah, because that can tie into the Doctor Strange multiverse, with all the weird stuff that might come out of that, vampires and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because again, we don't know if there's vampires in MCU, but now with Blade, there has to be vampires in MCU, because he's one of them.
Yep.
He's the
So
Daywalker.
this opens up, and then even kind of, this might be something that Doctor Strange already knows about, because he even said when him and Iron Man were having it back and forth, he was like, protecting your reality, dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, because protecting your reality means you can go to bed at night and not worry about werewolves and
That's
demons
true.
and,
That's true.
and
That's true.
because of me, stupid. You know.
Or me and my team.
Or me and my squad. You know what I'm saying?
You squad deep.
Hitting y'all with mad.
But then squad
mad
deep, you see in the
powers.
end game, there was more than just him.
Yeah. No, but the funny thing is, like, that's all you brought. He's like, dude, I brought everybody.
He brought the whole crew. He brought
I brought everybody.
from Hong Kong. He got the London sector of the. He got everybody.
So, with all this stuff coming out, is there anything that you're like, man, what about this or what about that?
Well,
Or
he
what-
mentioned it Kevin Feige at the end. He just like sprinkled it in a little.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Oh, sorry, we didn't mention the Fantastic Four and Black Panther 2 and Captain Marvel 2 and all these other movies, because they're there too. They're coming out too, but. Y'all pay attention to this Phase 4 first. So, because we're setting that up, actually. All those movies and shows can be setting up Phase 5 with all the movies
Well, see, we don't even know how big or small Phase 4 might be.
That's true.
Because this stuff could still
this
be
might be
Phase
the tip
4.
of
We
the
have no
Phase 4.
idea.
You are correct.
Because D23 is coming, and they're going to announce some stuff.
What do you mean D23? Yeah, D23, whatever that means. Is
D23,
that Disney 23?
Yeah, D23 is a convention held by Disney with all of their properties. So Disney proper, Disney Animation, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, all that stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? ABC, everything they own. So, they're going to make some announcements there. And I submitted, Disney, holla at your player. I submitted, I'm trying to be down. Let me know.
Yeah. I want to talk about one little thing about Fantastic Four.
All right.
The reason why I feel the other Fantastic Four movies don't work for me is because they always made it like a Fantastic Five. They always added Doom in too early for me. It should have just been focused on the Fantastic Four. Doom is too big of a character to add in so early. It should build up to Doom.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe with all the Fantastic Four.
Doom should be. I hope in Phase 4 that they strategically place multiple villains around to build up a network of villains that don't have to work together.
What's it called? The Legion of Doom.
Oh, yeah.
But the Marvel version.
Like, they don't have to always work together, but they're always consistent threats. Like, Doom is out there, always doing something.
Yeah.
Sinister is out there, always doing something.
Yeah.
Always
always tweaking with genetics and stuff like that. That man is the worst.
Apocalypse is out there.
Apocalypse out there.
Somewhere. We don't know if he's on world or
Galactus
off
is
world.
out there somewhere.
Yeah. Magneto, we don't know what side he stands on. Like, there's this. I would like to see a setting up of villains where there's like 10 or 12 villains that are, from the highest to lowest, where it's
instead of
like
just
they
one?
could always wreak havoc.
But you gotta think that Spider-Man has other villains too.
Yeah, so you can always have something with because I think they're setting up for him to face a Sinister Six. Hopefully.
No, they're setting it up because
In a proper way.
no, there's already 4 of them that exist.
Yeah.
Because the dude Dimitri, that's he's the brother of either the brother or he is Chameleon. Because that's Chameleon's name. Like the last name is Chameleon's last name.
Good point.
So they could be setting up that. And Chameleon, no, Dimitri is Chameleon, sorry.
Right.
But he's the half brother of Kraven the Manhunter.
Word.
So that's
Right.
fine. So
Water.
what? Oh, you
Man,
want water?
yeah,
Why that's weird.
May I get the water, sir?
It's just pointing me like water, like it's about to fall off or something. This guy. This guy.
But I want a network of villains, not that are like particularly, with each other.
Yeah,
but
you might have to move that. Yeah, you might have to move
oh
that.
yeah. And pull that. We good. But sort of like a network of villains that kind of can always be a thorn in anyone's side.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, people have their main villains, but people out there.
Yeah, I think they could do that. They can add all those villains out there just
True,
floating around. Because there's still villains that's still alive that's floating out there.
Oh yeah. Oh, the raft. Because they got blinked away. What happened? Like, are those guys? Because
You blink back to the raft.
well, let's imagine this. Okay, so half of the people got blinked away. We don't know. It's indiscriminate. So there might be more villains than guards in the raft when they got blinked, right? So maybe they had an uprising. Maybe some got loose. We really don't know.
Well, I'm saying they'll be blinked back to where they were. It's not
The ones that got blinked, but the ones that if they had an uprising and got away, they wouldn't be there no more. The other ones would be blinked back.
Yeah,
That could be a weird situation.
we don't even know who's at the raft. That's a villain.
But besides
the leader's there.
the leaders there, Abomination's there. That's all we know.
That's all we know.
We don't know of anyone else.
We didn't get a good look at the place, so we don't know.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I forgot to do my inventory at the raft. So.
Yeah.
But that's what I like to see. See if the blink mess with the raft at all, and then see a network of villains that can do something. Okay. And of course, Blade just killing vampires, because we ain't gonna have no ice skating uphill.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
All right, yeah, that's good. Yeah, Blade, Fantastic Four, Black Widow. I think we missed
Guardians.
anything. Guardians. Yeah, he said Guardians 3 too. He did say Guardians 3.
Yeah, Guardians.
So that's gonna be interesting because is it gonna be the search for Gamora, or what are they gonna do with that? Because Gamora's still alive in somewhere.
Yeah, and this is the Gamora that like doesn't care about them.
Yeah, so she has to kind of learn how to like them again. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting dynamic because they did tease it in Endgame. Because he was searching. It said searching for Gamora. Yeah. Because now he knows that she's alive somewhere.
Yeah. But it's not his Gamora, but it's still his Gamora.
It's still Gamora.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's not his Gamora, but it is his Gamora.
He just seems like a video montage. Like, look, this is all the moments we shared together. It's me.
It's me.
It's me, Quill.
We did things.
It's your boy, Quill.
It's your boy.
Yeah.
But
So
I guess before we bounce,
yeah.
to my right, esteemed gentleman,
ARCKATRON. ARCKATRON.com. You can find me everywhere on everything. Alright? ARCKATRON. Make sure you remember that. And who I got to my left?
NERDSoul. NERDSoul. Holla at your player. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify. Dang. I don't know. Podcasts, all that.
Yeah.
Want to talk to Marvel? Let's talk to Marvel below. Until next time, this is us telling y'all.
Peace and a woo for you.
And a woo for you. Woo.